In this lesson, we're going to start making our website by typing in some HTML code. For this task, we're just going to use Notepad. First thing you want to do is open it up, and we want to tell Notepad that we're typing in a HTML document. So to do that, we need to insert a document tab. So we start with an angled bracket, exclamation mark, and in full caps, we want to type in .type, then in lowercase HTML, and close that off with the angled bracket. While we're learning HTML and further on down the track when we want to add things, we might want to remember what we've typed, so we can add a comment to these as well. To do a comment, we use the angled bracket, exclamation mark, dash dash to start what we need to type, and type in our comment. So in this case it'll be specifies the document type, and finish that comment off again with dash dash and close the bracket. The next line we want on our website is to start the HTML code. So to do that, we need a tag that just simply says HTML, and that's basically creating the HTML document. And I've added that in my comment. Next line we need on our code is to set the header. So each page will always have a header section where we enter the things that we don't necessarily want to be shown on the page, but we still need to add it in there. So to do that, we start with the angled bracket and we just simply type in head and close that off. And I've added the comment there that the head sets the invisible portion of the document. So let's start adding things into the head section. So one thing we want to have on our page, so that we can see it in our browser, is a title of the page. So in this case, I'm going to open it up with a title tag, and the title of this page will be home, because this is going to be my home page for my website. This time we need to close that title off to say that we're ending the title. So to do that, angled bracket, and we want a / title to suggest that we're ending the initial title that we started over here at the start. And again, I've gone ahead and added the comment that title sets the page title. On our next line, we're finished entering our header stuff for now, so we're going to close that off as well. So again, angled bracket / head to close the invisible portion of the document. Okay, so now we're ready to enter the body of our HTML page. So to start with the body, where we're going to enter all our text, we need to tell the document that we're in the body phase, so we simply put a tag in called body. And the body essentially is setting the visible portion of the document, so things you're going to see on the page. So the first thing we might want on our page is a heading. So to start that off, I'm going to use the tag h1, and my title is going to be homepage. Again, we're finished with that now, so we want to close that off with a /h1 to end the heading tag. And I'll add a comment there that the h1 homepage is going to write the text using a level 1 heading. Now that we've got our heading, we probably want some other text to explain what our website's going to be about. In this case, we just want to use a simple p tag to suggest we're going to write a paragraph. On this page, I might introduce myself. My name is Bob, and I've finished with that line, so I'll type in a /p to end that paragraph line. And we're going to add a second line now to our paragraph, so again we need to use the paragraph tool, and in this case I'm going to write in a short little text to explain what this page is going to be about. And end that paragraph off the same way we end any tag. And so that's all the stuff I want now for my first website. But before we can go ahead and test this, I need to close off a few of the other tags that I've used. One of these is the body. So we use a /body tag to close the body to say we've ended the visible portion of the document. And we also need to end the HTML document with a /HTML tag, which ends the HTML document. Okay, so now we've got our basic code here. We're ready to save that and test this out. So I'm going to go ahead and go File, Save, and before we save our document, we want to start creating a file structure for our website. So find a directory where you want to save this as, create a new folder, and give it a name that you can remember. And inside that directory, we want to give it a name. So because this is going to be my home page, every home page should always be called an index document. So type in index and making sure to put in .html to tell it is in fact a HTML document, and go ahead and click Save. Next thing you want to do is navigate to where you saved that document. When you find it, you want to go ahead and open it up in your browser. And there you can see there my page has worked. There's my homepage heading that I set in the H1 tag, and there's my paragraph there. My name is Bob, and this is my first website, which we use for my digital technologies classwork.